When we first got here, we didn't know what this was going to look like. We were the first discipleship missionaries for our organization, and it had been around for 45 years. But what we had to do was just pray and listen and follow what the Lord said do. And if He said go left, we had to go left. And if He said go right, we had to go right. And it has proven to be a fruitful journey.
The idea of our mission is using medicine to bring people to Christ. And so we've had a lot of doctors and dentists and nurses come alongside of us and take away from their life in the U.S. to come down and serve. And then through that, we've used those brigades to open up doors to tell people the gospel. You know, when we read Paul's letters, you have these long lists of names of people that he met along the journey, and those people he invested in to go and create other disciples. And we realized that after years of coming, I had worked on a lot of teeth and Misty had seen a lot of patients, but as far as a list of names that I carried back with me every year, we did not have that. And the idea originally was that we were going to follow behind our brigades, but we had 25 brigades and pretty difficult to do that. So we began praying that the Lord would actually move us up here closer to our work. And the Lord, as He does, opened up a great new field for us. So now we have a 17-acre compound that also has a seminary. And so what we're able to do now is bring these guys that we've been working with for a long time. And now, instead of being with them for a few hours a week, they're actually living in the seminary 6 weeks at a time, where we can train them to actually be disciple makers in the future.
He visto el crecimiento en la vida de muchos jóvenes porque han aprendido métodos de interpretación bíblica y ahora pues pueden compartir la palabra de Dios con mayor claridad, pero también con mayor seguridad.
Bueno, realmente las clases todas han sido edificantes, muy buenas, y solo felicitar a los maestros porque realmente me han abierto los ojos a cosas que yo ignoraba y cosas que yo pensé que eran diferentes. Ellos me mostraron las cosas tal cual son, a la luz de las Escrituras.
He tenido mucha curiosidad y mucho entusiasmo por servir al Señor, enseñar a personas de diferentes edades, y lo hacía antes con poco conocimiento de la palabra, pero ahora sí me ha servido de mucho en la enseñanza, y cuando los miembros de la iglesia tienen una pregunta para poder responderles.
We want to see multiplication happening in these mountains, and the best way that we can see that happening is to train local leaders, local pastors, and have them go back to their people and train those folks with what they have learned. And so now we have so many churches in these mountains that we're working with that we can say, okay, here's a church plant. We want to serve that church. So we bring a short-term team to a brand new church plant. So it helps that local pastor to evangelize, and it gives them medical and dental treatment that they might not have otherwise had.
A lot of these doors would be closed to the gospel if not for the teams. So we really appreciate when the Americans come. We have teams that are doing medical and dental on one half, and they're doing youth conferences on the other half, or they're doing medical dental and they're doing a vacation Bible school. And all of it is helping our work to grow in depth here.
Going to Honduras more than one time has been really exciting because I have been able to establish relationships. It's a joy to be able to share the gospel, let people understand that God does know their name, He does love them, and He does want them to meet His Son and be radically changed.
Every house that we visit is another opportunity that we have to invest in the lives in a deeper model that gets us closer to what Paul's talking about in his letters.
To go back and to see them all run up to me, you know, the Jamies, the Jackies, for them to see you smile, give them rice and beans and a Bible, tell them you love them, ask them if you can pray for them. It's just so amazing.